challenge is just
I'd say maintaining your level. It's so hard to be consistent throughout the season, and it's really about the mental side of the game. It's so
for the record. Hard to believe his net shots from Reigns will move him into the top spot all time for threes in a season.
And he didn't come all the way just to set the record out that 4-3 is the goal.
Puts up a three. Good. And from three.
And boom, it could be done. That moving him into his
He is the king of the three now standing alone at the top of the list.
And I didn't think anyone would touch Curry's record for threes. Here we are, and definitely unthinkable. What an incredible season.
Here in the first, a little over the play so far. Sarge finds McCollum. George looking around. Here's Sarge. Nice speed that time from George.
This is why you involve the big man in picking up. He understands how to take advantage.
And we got MCK inside. Shines to button up
Wizards challenge young players at draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season. They will likely not use the sign small free agent rather than swap projects to make space for it. You guessed it, more draft space. This part of the business continuing to think long term, guys.
Priorities, great. All right, John. We appreciate the We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And the three ball is good.
Let me tell you, Trey Jackson's never seen a three. He doesn't want it.
The three from me. For his fourth field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And I like the back and forth here. Showing confidence from Ray.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just now. Here's McCollum. Kicks it out to Johnson. Off target to three-point range. And Schmutz Butler could get that right up to 20 minutes. And this group is about as formidable as they come. 21 wins in a row. It's just remarkable. Few teams in history of this league have ever put together a streak like this. You know what I think? It's going to continue beyond tonight. Outside, George. Back to McCollum. Beyond the arc. And he wells the miss. Hornets lead by 8. Ball from long range. Kept alive. The kick outside to Butler. Buries it from 3-point range. MVP is 19 points.
Great outside shooting. Really fueling this run.
Middleton outside. McCollum looking it over. Kicks it out to Johnson. And thrown by Miller. Floats it up for 8. Throws the inside slam.
Oh my goodness. He's finishing that round.
Wizards trail by 15. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Green comes in for Pinnacle. James checked in for Brandon Miller. And it's Simpson in for Ball. The Badgers checked in for the Wizards. Bally comes in for Johnson. Nobody near George. Sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving them open looks from 3. First quarter still, they're not going to be the one to leave up. swing intensity right on the opening tip, especially on the offense.
So far, a great game plan, a great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
And that's
And it's a foul. Green.
That is
It's his first foul of the game. And ball's kicked in for the Hornets. Wizards also changing it up. Kisper's checked in for Song. Whitmore comes in for Keyshawn Jordan. And Colton Kevington subbed in for McCollum.
5 on the
5 on the clock.
Here
Here
is
is Carrington.
And a
And a miss in number 2.
Hornets lead
It's
by
by
12
12.
to the
To the
left
left
side
side
lane.
lane.
James
It's
outside.
outside.
Nice
Nice
pass
pass by Charlotte.
Shots good
Spit
by
by
Butler.
Butler.
Getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 mates are from beyond here.
Now, Whitmore. Unable to
Able to
get
get
that
that
one.
one.
You got the defense really made a big difference.
And B getting it done for the Charlotte Hornets. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
And we're
And
back. Last quarter, the
the
record for most points in a single season was surpassed. It was absolutely incredible.
It really is. Even if we knew he was going to get there at some point, it doesn't get any less unreal. No matter what happens in the future, this will always be one of the greatest seasons for a
Hornets.
LaMelo
LaMelo
Ball
Ball jumps into James.
and
Getting ready for the Grizzlies. James up. He's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Chris Middleton comes in for Corey Kisper. Johnson is checked in for Whitmore. And McCollum subbed in for Carlton Carrington. Wizards trail by 13. Colin Sexton is out there with ball. And it's Campbell. Then it's MP. And it's Diabate in Pablo Funk.
So that's
the group out there for Charlotte.
Right now,
It's going to catch up with Edwards on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last match against Magic was a man on a mission. He added 61 points, and as a catcher,
he contributed from the three-point line
as well. And the entire NBA was talking about his performance.
It was
It was that special.
Can he
do it again? We'll see, guys.
All right, great stuff this week. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propel them to that win.
when he's on, he is on, and there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
He did whatever he
He
wanted.
wanted
I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive. And we're
now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And
And the big fella Allenson showing promise, Greg especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, great ability for 7 foot. That's valuable for a big man in today's game. Has the makings of a offensive game as well.
that one good for two.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it. Colin Benson Johnson finds Song.
That's
And
good.
that's Johnson with the assist. Song has got 5 points now this quarter.
Already expanding his game. Sarge trying to get better at attacking off the pass.
And Kane with the triple.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a good look at that triple. He can do some big time damage from downtown.
It's to Johnson. It's that, but that three is off the mark. Here's Sexton.
Outside. They get it
Again.
again.
They have been dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crashing this game.
Wizards trail by 15. Now, Koulibaly. Pass to
It's to
Johnson.
Johnson.
Oh, good with the triple. Washington will take notes on the offense for the Nuggets. Jackson for three. And 10 for the first of the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Koulibaly. Johnson up top. Last time 14 points for him. And another just by Washington.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Fires from the wing. And he hits the jump. MV's got 32 points.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
McCollum left side, over Sexton, and then in time, but no good. So a pretty lopsided game for the first half. It's ahead, running away with this one. We'll be back shortly live on Spectrum Center.
Welcome everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play.
What a
performance so far for the Charlotte Hornets.
Normally I say you want a versatile attack, but the way this three ball, I don't know about that.
Versatile or versatile, this game is about as uncompetitive as we have seen. And let's move on to the Eastern Conference standings. True contenders are beginning to stand out.
Taking a look here now at the Hornets. They've underperformed
thus far,
but they're still tremendous. Now comes the hard one. They've got to tinker with the team until they find that championship record.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. It's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive. And it probably has to happen quick. You look at this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots deep.
As we canvas the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous talent on the winning camp. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham from Detroit who has to be with start to perspective.
Well, you made a great list of guys there for sure. There's Ryan P.T. first to the second half. President is out there with Song. Then it's Johnson. Then it's John Jordan.
And it's McCollum
At the point guard position.
And 7'1", Sarr makes Duncan look easy. The defense has to push him further from the rim.
And that was good by Butler.
That's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Washington. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, longest of the season.
Plus 8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Bridges finds the ball. And again, Charlotte with the triple. This is the second half start they were hoping for. 4 straight field goals out of the game. The Wizards shoot 36% of the night. They've got to step it up offense. Johnson advances to McCollum. Shoots over ball. McCollum, no good. Still searching for his first bucket of the night. He is struggling, and so is his team. Basket counts. Butler's got 41.
Now this is what we want from Embiid. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Johnson against him. High post Johnson. 6 points for him. Count it. Good. And that's 13 points for Alex Song.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
And Tim watching Alex Song, it's clear he can be a defensive game changer.
Well, his versatility is what jumps out at you, Karen. Able to guard the three-point line and protect the rim. He's everything you want in a shot. Timing, length, and verticality.
And now, a little force in the simple force from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. So our dynasty is a thing of the past. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm fine with dynasties and I'm fine with new teams emerging every year. What the fans want to see is great competition. As long as teams are emerging with great management, let the results happen however they play out. Back to you, Kevin.
You just won a fair fight. Okay, thank you, Alan. Pass to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Let's go for the win. Rebound by Butler. MV's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Stolen by Middleton. And here's McCollum. He is the nice answer for them offensively. More than 17 points a game. And a lot of contact on that one. So here's
And the question for MVP is going to be work ethic. Because if he put in this, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
So an almost entirely new group now for Charlotte. Diabate is checked in. James Johnson for Pinnacle. Trey Manley is checked in for Brandon Miller. And it's Colin Sexton in for ball. And the group getting ready for the Wizards. Bagley is checked in for Alexander Song. Cam Whitmore comes in for Thursday. Koulibaly is checked in for Johnson. And Carlton Carrington comes in for Diabate is good.
How many times have we seen a possession take that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty.
Butler pass to man, kicks it out to James. Sexton dishes to Butler. And they double up MP. From James. James has got 5.
And the whole are the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Here's Carrington. And look at his production. He averages more than 7 points a game. Here's George. Off the run. That shot. And with a 37-point lead to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the deep wire with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact that he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
So in the high post, and he's there.
And when you say the offense is coming around for Sarr, he is doing it all tonight.
Down low. James is and MP gets it to go on the assist by James. And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line. Johnson outside. In the corner, George with it. Here's the three. Johnson.
Opponents will learn you can't give Johnson those kind of looks.
Right side, Butler, or the three. One goes to two. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Middleton outside. Sarr with the screen. outside George. 5 to shoot. Johnson, that's for 2. And Washington again with the bucket.
Silky Johnson can shoot it.
Sarr against Butler. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the Pacers.
Yeah, he gets up a few inches from most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance. James outside. From the arc. Hits it again. Wow.
And this game has been all over.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. McCollum with the bounce pass. Sarr gets the bucket.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Charlotte.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And guys, at this point, the long NBA season this way down, and it's number 25.
And they will walk out here feeling really good about themselves. They got a big win over a conference foe. They still play previous 2 games.
And one of the things that brought us to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Butler.
Yeah, I mean, he was a force on the glass. Just incredible effort.
Pass to Sarr. Sarr with the screen on James. Johnson surveying the floor. Back to Sarr. Over MP. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
This is where Sarr wants to be, right under the hoop with the easy reach of the basket.
And that one's good. MP.
Make every effort to put this game on ice.
And this one should seal this win. What a timely burst.
McCollum outside. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved
This game could really be a defining one. What they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps. And the execution was flawless.
Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamilton.
When I was growing up, and my dad would come home from work exhausted, he'd say it felt like he did his job twice. Tonight, you look to be doing the work of a few people, Empty, especially on the glass, where you crossed the 20-rebound mark. How exhausting is that?
I don't know what your job is for, Dominic, but rebounding gives me energy. Every time I grab one, it's like I'm filling up my takeover meter on 2K. Shout out 2K. Go code stuff. Just how I'm built, bro. I mean, plain and simple.
Well, the fans are loving it, MP.
Thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dom, thanks. And that about wraps it up. Along with Tim Legler, Craig Anthony, and Alan LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Whenever NBA fans think about the greatest point season ever, they'll think of you, MP. Where do your thoughts go when you think about your accomplishment?
To Vermont. To all those winters that seem like they never end. I remember shooting cold in the dark. Shooting until I couldn't feel my fingers. Shooting until I reached the point where I never have to be out in the dark and the cold again. Looks like I did.
You did. Thank you.
MP out here breaking single season record.
No surprise. MP's been at the top of my list to break that record. Shout out.
What's up, baby?
Moments away. The setting is North Carolina. The Spectrum Center in Charlotte. The 76ers taking on the Hornets. For the 76ers, they're a team with a lot of pride, and they'll be looking to make a statement win here tonight on the road. Their chance to turn things around begins right now. Hornets, Sixers, only on 2K Sports. Hi everybody, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Alan Force Courtside. And take a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trends. Kelly Oubre.
Well, his scoring has dipped the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
Here are the five for Philadelphia. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Trendon Watson is out there with Paul George. And it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Charlotte, Baldwin Miller into 1 of the 2. Miles Bridges is out there with Butler. And it's Knippel in at the small forward position. Right now, let's go courtside for a story of an MP's remarkable season.
Thanks, guys. Well, he's made history. The most three-point makes in a season and still going. Every time he touches the ball, something special can happen. And opposing defenses are working overtime to try and stop it. Back to you.
It's so fun to watch. Good stuff there. Thank you. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Brett. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence. When they argue why their guy is the best, and the three ball is just another way that he can get person.
George scanning the floor. Again, Philadelphia. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, he can engage this early in the game. He can roll this throughout the rest of the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him on the looks early.
Watford outside. Pass to
Edgeville.
Three-pointer. And it's MP with a
Rebound.
Charlotte's
gone 3 of 3 from outside. Rookie Charlotte first.
Yes, sir. And it's Hall with the assist that time.
Embiid got 12 points in the game.
Wow. Their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing.
Watford outside. Embiid against Embiid. Basket by Embiid. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
They made 5 shots to begin this ball game.
And
here's Embiid from outside. Rebound by Philadelphia.
After 5 shots, that's their first miss. I definitely call that.
Wow, BJ Edgecombe. I have a feeling he's seen a lot of these highlight plays over his career. Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slide. So far, Grant, he sees reflected in BJ Edgecombe. Victor Oladipo, or even a Dwayne Wade physical. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor. Here's Maxey. After Charlotte's three-pointer on the other end.
All alone.
Nice start for him. Taking his first shot. You see how creative Maxey is, just dissecting the defense with his...
And here's one outside. No look on that one.
76ers trail by 3.
George drives in.
Uses the glass on the layup. And that's now 6 points for Paul George. These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
He's practically unstoppable this quarter.
The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
The
76ers have got 7 of 8 in the basket. Here's Edgecombe. By Miller. Pass to Watford. They set a pick. Launches a 3.
The
Rebound by Embiid. Hornets leading by 3. Plenty of impact on that shot. The officials ball foul. The big takes it through to us now. And the Sixers. The growth of Tyrese Maxey has done everything. His leadership has a lot. He has such a joyful energy that really helps hold this team together. And it's a completely new group for the 76ers. First one falls, and he is one of those guys who love watching because he plays with such confidence, hunger, and a smile. Butler hits them both.
Some big guys struggle with mind, but not him. He's putting in work to defy that assumption.
Pass to Oubre. Outside the arc. And Embiid with a rebound. And so it's Oubre brings up the ball for Charlotte, and their ongoing winning streak has been the top story in the league lately. 23 straight victories so far.
Flawless basketball. They just can't lose one of the most memorable winning streaks in league history. Seeing the way these guys are balling right now makes me want to waste this.
Despite the miss, those are the two looks coaches look to create.
Pass to Diabate.
Cash. It's Embiid picking up the assist. You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They gotta keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now
here's Oubre. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13 and a half a game. Embiid finds James. Nice passing by Charlotte here. On deep 3 from Embiid. That's another 3.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Outside Oubre.
And it's
blocked by Butler.
And
as goes the Charlotte Hornets in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. And it's their three-point accuracy that has helped them build such a healthy lead. Back to the game after this break. Great to have you with us. Second quarter basketball. This game has increased. Here's Butler. Coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. Pass to Grimes. And they come right back with their own three-pointers. Grimes has got 6. And this is just fun. These teams are treating threes back and forth. This is the NBA. This is
really gets the perfect position for the foul. Just a terrific read.
Quarter 2 is just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Grimes lets it go from deep. And the 76ers another three. And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense. James outside. Pass to Butler. This one for 3. Hits the tractor. He's got 31. They're in strong position. He is a big reason. And here's the beat. And all 3 of his attempts have gone in. Get the interior score. And he distinguishes himself there. There is almost automatic. Well, granted, if you have to say, is there anything you think is underrated about him? I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. And he knows the game. They're plus 5 points after that rebound. To the left side wing. Takes a 3. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep. Definitely looking
to shoot as much as possible. Maxey on the wing. Fires top of the key, and he hits the gym shot. Maxey's got his second bucket on the night. Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yes, threes can stop coach and take over to
from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Washington was a man on a mission. He had 57 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprise there. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster, David. Back to you.
Oh, great stuff, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry the win. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this week. A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's Embiid. And Embiid with the dunk.
Understanding he's a raw human, but the defense has to be better. You can't let them get what everyone wants to
The 3 for ball. And Charlotte another 3.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looks very frustrated right now.
Embiid against Butler. Now here's Embiid. Takes the 3.
No good. Would have counted had it gone.
And so it's Embiid making things happen for Charlotte.
He added an astounding total of 3 pointers in this quarter. He may never have another night like this. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
And we welcome you to halftime. First order of business, time to take stock of the All-Star voting.
We are really close to it now. One of my favorite events of the year. I just bought a new suit for it.
Yeah, I like the whole weekend on the events. On the corner.
And
going back now to that first half,
you could say things are going extremely well for the Hornets.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to PA to call the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating the operation. And then, of course, executed.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it terrific job.
And a lot of spot-up shooters now adding a one-dribble pull-up three with them.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. See an Edgecombe, man the backcourt. All George out here with Trent Walker. And it's Embiid in a center position. There's the three. All George pulls it in. And for the 76ers, they're shooting a fantastic 57%. Here's Maxey. Embiid passes to Maxey. Embiid with dunk.
Love the activity from Embiid, just doing whatever he can to keep plays alive, getting rewarded for it there.
And the basket by Embiid.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Pass to Edgecombe. Philadelphia moving it around. Here's Embiid, covered by Embiid. Clear one for Embiid. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Embiid got rebound number 7 tonight.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. And
another one!
And it's hard to believe how many times he's lit up the scoreboard like this over the years.
He's coming very close to tying the mark for fourth most 50-point games in NBA history. Out to the right wing. Embiid from outside. Gets the three-ball to go. Embiid's got 5 points in the quarter.
The offensive arsenal of Embiid is phenomenal. He's capable of scoring in a multitude of ways.
For Charlotte, they've got 3 or 4 shots to fall so far in the third. There's ball with a 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Pass to Maxey. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Heads up on the money pass by Max. Great vision.
And so it's ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Well, the rise of Tyrese Maxey has been fun. What do you think they take such an exciting player like him?
Oh, it's his speed. He's an athlete. He might be the quickest scorer in the league right now. And in addition, he's also become an absolute knockdown shooter.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey Brian, Commissioner Adam Silver talked about U.S. youth development hoops. He said when young players are a part of a singular organization, there's much more of an incentive to bring players along as opposed to a win-now mentality, and that's something that we can learn from Europe. BA, back to you.
Taking that long view approach. All right, thank you, Allie.
This gives you an idea of MVP's potential to show the type of scorer he can become.
There's the screen. Ball against Maxey. No good there. Good lead by Paul.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the game.
Such a wide open look. Miller's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
Outside by Maxey. Down low. Looking to the run. Embiid can't hit.
Well, the defense locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
And again for 3. Man, he's really launching him from outside the arc.
And so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Wow, the process. Come on, I want to see that again.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? 58 seconds left in the third quarter. There's ball three. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got his fourth rebound in this one. To the middle. Here's Maxey. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Maxey's got 6.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half.
And yes, another basket.
And he's got 6 again. I mean, I've never seen scoring like this. He's now tied the mark for most 60-point games in a year.
To tie the mark, that's something I didn't expect to see in this lifetime. What a season he's having. Just one second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Maxey. Here's Edgecombe with 4 on the clock. Yep, that one goes. Edgecombe's got the second bucket.
If they're going to want to put it together, they're going to need to start letting those
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Charlotte running away with this one. And a worthy candidate tonight if you take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6.
A big group substitution here for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Watford comes in for Oubre. Paul George, he's checked in for Grimes. And it's Edgecombe in for McCain. Watford outside. Pass to Embiid. Here's the 3. Barry's in for 3. Embiid's got 22.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
They've got James. He's out there with Trey Mann. Green out there with Butler. And it's Diabate in at the 4. That's the Hornets 5. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on an 18-7 run. Embiid passes to George.
Tries to
Spin
send it.
move.
Back to
To
Embiid.
Embiid.
Pass
To George. Just 5 on the clock. Good on the bucket.
Don't forget about PG's in between games. It's gorgeous.
Embiid outside. Something the league has worked towards. Seeing small market teams competing at a high level.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
George outside. From the arc.
Rebounded by Butler. Embiid rebound number 10 tonight.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Hornets.
And the disparity in talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
It's just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
And that's an important win. You never like to lose 2 in a row to a team, especially if you only see them 3 times.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Embiid.
So impressed with this performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust. Their home crowd has energized us all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Embiid is screen on James.
Outside Maxey puts up a 3.
Knocks down the long James. That gives him a double-double in this one.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame. If they end this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that's where it probably slams the door for any movie comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Basket by Embiid.
A smart pass. You'll have to love that all-around game of Tyrese Maxey.
From deep, Embiid. And the Hornets has another three.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it's some space on the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Now we send it over to Jennifer Quintana.
The win was impressive. 40-plus points in the win, another level entirely. What did you know you were in the zone?
Some nights it doesn't hit you into something. There's always so much going on beforehand. Logistics, prep, people who
Back to you, Brian.
All right, Jennifer, thanks. Good stuff.
The scene is being set here in Memphis, Tennessee at FedEx Forum. The Hornets taking on the Grizzlies. For Charlotte, they're on the road in a hostile arena. They know they can grab a win in this environment. And their chance to prove it starts now. Grizzlies, Hornets, our tip-off is moments away. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Holland, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg joining me courtside with our sideline reporter, Allie LaForge. So a moment now to see the story for him.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved. A sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Bridges out there with Buck. And Skinner ball in the Grizzlies. And for Memphis, we've got Brandon Clark. John Rivers.
Oh, my goodness! Are you kidding me?
We're going to be bringing our heads back and forth, watching these teams hit us up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 21-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
Gets the front of the ring now. The Hornets on offense. And the win streak are on right now. Tying the 124 wins back in 2016. This group is really clicking.
And what's crazy about it is the team they've knocked off. I mean, they have been dominating during this stretch. It's basically been the whole league that has felt the wrath of this crew.
They're in the conversation now for the all-time great team. They've got the target on their back, but it doesn't seem to bother one iota. All they do is continue to win.
And from three-point line. And another three for Charlotte.
Really rare to see a young fellow let it fly like that from Brady, but MP got the confidence already.
And the dunk by Anderson.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the win in his sight.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
And the rejection by MP. Ball kicked to MP. Puts up a deep three. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball has got 3 assists now in this one. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And this person is revolution not afraid to innovate. And see up with the offense they've been in a different position than any other team in the league. Rather than picking off, it's much more dedicated to bosses and cutting. To the paint, here's Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
MP way outside, and he can't in the lead to double digits. Well, for Memphis, their last game lost to the Rockets.
And guys, this will be a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And that one, they crossed the line.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, they seem to be sourcing things out there. It's too hard.
When you do that, the turnovers pile up quickly.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Alabama forces got players that can take it away.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the 76ers put on a show. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. His numbers from that game jumped off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
And thanks for the great report. It certainly was a special night for him, and the team really went out with his energy.
Yeah, countless for that win. It was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate.
All indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Some big news coming from around the NBA. We welcome in our 2K Insider, Shams Charania, who's on the phone with the latest story. Shams?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The trade deadline hearing, the office of the Celtics has announced their latest move. They're plugging in Paul George to the strength who's defending enormously over safety. With the ability to exploit advantages and repositions on the floor, this team just became a lot more dangerous. George is an enforcer who also has increased his three-point shooting to the level of his career. He's going to be a good option when this team needs a bucket, and he can really help win.
Thanks again, Shams, as always. Now, here's Morant for 3. The Grizzlies with another miss. Hornets lead by 14. And here's MP for 3. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 mates are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Morant with the steal. Looking to end the run. And the second is MP getting it done for the Hornets. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. And welcome back to the...
$135 left to play here in the second quarter.
No good from Clark.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for shots.
Earlier, they held a 22-point lead. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will conclude their brief two-game road setting the floor for the Hornets. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Then it's MP. And it's Knipple, and it's Diamante in the first.
He would just been such more efficient tonight. I think the score would look a lot different. They are winning this game largely because of his effort.
Morant surveying the E. Jackson in the open look. Good. Nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his business with that last one here tonight. And here's MP for three. And that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
You might want to track this guy. Mark him definitely. Just definitely from deep so far.
I post Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Just fine to shoot. Memphis needs to get off the shot here. To come right back with the three of his own. It's no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And that one's good. Morant's got 6 points.
Relishes his role in this offense. He's a natural leader, too.
And so it's Charlotte riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Welcome everybody.
You hear that? Yeah. That's the sound of the offense. They were absolutely humming.
Kenny, don't ever do that again. You're trying to hum singing, or harmonize. You leave that to the real ones, okay? What I say?
And let's talk now about the trade news. Some interesting news to discuss.
I think PG-13 is going to be an outstanding addition. There isn't a team in the league that would be better off with this kind of two-way talent. High praise to the front office for getting the deal done and bringing up.
And that is a wrap.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MVP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
They've got Jackson. Wells is out there with John Morant. Then it's Brandon Clark. That's the group for Tuamazisolo as we begin the second half. And you look at the top players in the NBA. One thing a lot of them share in common, Clark, the ability to change speed.
Yeah, they call it being shifty, herky-jerky, playing at your own pace. I love guys that never seem to be rushed. Something we see from SGA, Jalen Brunson, even the Joker, Nikola Jokic, all seem to have their own pace and cadence of play because of their remarkable fundamentals.
Come at it, and we'll come right back at it.
A little back and forth, long range. I love that. That's a terrific answer there. Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Outside. Pass to Morant. Back to Clark. And Clark slams it in.
And this is something Morant does well. It's an act of knowing when to make that feed is impressive.
Ball on the bench to MVP. The quick look, no good that time.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Morant outside. Floats one. And that one's one. Morant got 8.
3 for 3 this half. Nothing to complain about that.
On the way, MVP. What Grizzlies pulled in.
Well, with this solid mid-game, you expect them to knock that one down.
We're now joined by the starting reporter, Allie Littlefoot. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot. In an era of title busting, it's noteworthy that the Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Morant with the bucket.
How ready Morant was for that. He was on his spot, feet planted, ready to fight.
MVP, no good. And Morant kept the ball here for Memphis, looking ahead to their next in playing at New Orleans. They'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And I love that range from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent three-ball shooter. Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And so the timeout called by Thomas Angelo. He's ready to talk things through with them. Jerome, he's checked in for Morant. James checked in for Horst. There's 154 left to play in the third. That's Wells. Inside. And Jackson with the basket on this play. 10 points for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, Wells to the middle. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Miles Bridges.
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his foul.
Santi Alba's checked in for the Grizzlies.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout. They've really been strong this class.
You can't get that time. Some solid defense from Butler. Over the front. Again, the Hornets score.
What more can he do? I mean, my goodness. Certainly his night.
Here's Jerome. He's got 8. That's to Wells. Now, Clark. Back to Wells. To the inside. And that one was by Clark. 12 points for Clark.
He's a different player in the second half. Much more comfortable on the offensive end.
MVP outside, and it's the Hornets another 3.
He put his foot on the pedal here in this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, Jerome. Over the ball. And then Wood has got it, but his shot is off the The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Hornets on top, opening a huge gap. And time to step aside. Quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're going. Clark's checked in. The Hornets also with a sub. MV's checked in. Morant dishes the Clark. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 7th assist in the game. Hornets have gone 5 of 6 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at the end of the fourth. On the floor for Charlotte. They've got James. And he's out there with Trey Mann. John Green is out there with Bubba. And it's Diamante in the fourth. Morant drives in. Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
Well, Morant's acrobatics often get the attention, but his passing is also elite.
For Charlotte, they've got 6 and 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Yet another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And then Clark slams it in.
You know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Butler feeling out of it. Puts up a deep three. John Morant grabs the rebound. Memphis has gotten off good forward. Started downtown here in the fourth quarter. No one near Jerome Pacheco gets the three-point on the phone.
And obviously his momentum from the last game is carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with Dylan. This hot streak guys don't last minutes, they last days.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
The three-point barrage, they came out gunning it and have not stopped.
For Charlotte, they've got exactly 2/3 their chance to find the bottom of the fourth. It's 1, and it's good for 2.
Powerful move by MP.
There's 1:38 left here in the fourth quarter. And then Clark slams it in.
Can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
So many of the plays that are running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly the plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc. And bury some threes.
And then we head to the final buzzer here. Crushing blowout. Big time dominance. And this is going to record books as they galley in for the Hornets.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight. And that was the edge they needed.
So the hard work and everything off tonight. Another game in the books.
And so they'll take the first game of the series. A team that only see twice. They're certainly happy to start off with the win.
And then next meeting will be their second final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept in the 2 games in the series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Butler.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, with the basket seen as wide as a barrel. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
And that was right by Trump.
You gotta do it with smart skill set. At this stage of his career, he takes quality shots when he's inside.
Butler from outside, and it's the Hornets another 3.
And they came in determined to take this one.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds is the Hornets gaining possession.
Number 10, Josh Green.
Charlotte in total control. And so the Hornets can now just hold on to the ball. Here's Butler. They kick it into Green. Goes back up. And MP with the basket on the assist of Green.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And for 2. And got it. Another basket.
81 on the night. Channeling his inner Honda right now.
There's no slowing this guy down. He's on fire. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Jonathan Campbell.
A memorable game. MP has 40 points in leading his team to victory. Before you were starting, you were a fan. This kind of effort is special for you to experience as it was to watch when you were growing up.
Oh, 100%. It's not that I'm surprised or anything. Kevin, over to you.
We appreciate it, Bert.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Looking to make a big splash here tonight. Welcome to Thursday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Let the heck be long. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Morris Burke. In the Sports Side Reporter. Had a chance to check out our Rookie of the Year list. Some incredible talent there in the league. Well, we're in the middle of the season, and he's got to really step up to even get into the Rookie of the Year conversation.
And you look at this year's top rookies, it's incredible how quickly they found their footing in the pro game.
Boy, it really is. There have been very growing pains for this group, and it's no small sample size we've seen. They've been at it for months. These are bona fide NBA players now.
And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. Miller in the 1 and 2. Miles Bridges is out there for the middle. And it's MP in the center position, locking down the middle. And for Dallas, a pair of first overall picks in front court. Flag and Davis. Kyrie and Clay pair up straight to backcourt. And it's Gafford in at the 5. Hello. Right, time to go to the sidelines and revisit just how amazing MP has been this season.
Thanks, guys. Well, pretty auspicious record set. The most 60-point games in a season. He's out here for the ages and has established himself as one of the most questionable scorers in the game. Guys?
All right, thank you very much. Good stuff there. A quick start to the career of MP. Already at 2,000 points.
MP is the fastest to 2,000 points in 40 years.
Zion was on a similar path, so the future is so bright for him. Can't wait to see MP develop.
A significant amount of games behind them. Rookies will definitely starting to feel it for us.
I mean, this way, it's been almost twice the amount of games they played during a college season. Very hard to prepare rookies for that first run through an NBA schedule.
Now here's MP. Turns in an outstanding game against Memphis.
Oh, MP.
Got that speed working.
That's the flag. And here's Davis.
The three from Thompson. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Defensively, has to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And here's Butler outside. Connects from downtown. Butler's got 11 points.
Oh, and he with the big response, the tough young competitor that he is.
For three.
And the rebound goes to Charlotte. And can anyone stop this team right now? They've won a stunning 25 games in a row, and there seems to be no end in sight.
What's striking to me about this incredible streak is that in the course of a season, you might have an injury, you might have a bad shooting night, maybe your defensive game plan wasn't strong at the outset, and yet they grind night after night, come up with different ways to win. The commitment it takes to be on this kind of run is something else.
Now here's Butler. 11 points in the game. He buries it from three.
The defense is nowhere to be found on the three-point shot.
And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level.
Yeah, they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them closer to contention. And look at them, they're making some moves there along the way.
I'm being told we've got Charles Girardi on the line with the development story. Charles, what's the scoop?
Thanks, Brian. It's a trade deadline here in front office of the Celtics has announced their latest move. They're plugging in Paul George to this brand with that an enormous degree of versatility. With the ability to exploit advantage at 3 points on the floor, this team just became a lot more dangerous. George is an enforcer who also has increased three-point shooting in the latter half of his career. He's going to be a good option when this team needs a bucket, and he can really help win it.
Always something going on. We appreciate the update, Charles.
Out of bounds.
It'll go to the Hornets. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at the Hornets. Their efforts so far have put them fifth in the conference. Plenty of time left to move up.
You know for the Hornets, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as this season winds down.
And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. A big group substitution here for Charlotte. And here's one outside. And it goes again. His 6 baskets and 7 tries.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
First quarter play, just over 3.5 minutes in. Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Memphis was simply terrific. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he can make an adjustment right now. He is always ready with a counter.
Here's Washington, after showing 3-pointer on the other end. Lively finds Russell. Now here's Williams. 5 to shoot. Christie passes to Lively. Williams from long range. Rebounded by Butler. Hornets leading by 14. About 7 seconds separating the shot game clocks. Over Washington. And there's Butler. That one's good. On the assist by James.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
And here's Russell. No points yet. Fires to 3 from deep 3-point range. Misses. And so it's MP making things happen for Charlotte. Talking about 3-point shooting. He piled up 18 points from range that quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lot. Tied again. Really on the skate. And here's the second quarter action, just carrying the 2.5 minutes played. MP shuttles off. Mavericks spread by 14. Outside Irving. Pass to Davis.
Diamante grabs the board. Diamante's got his fourth rebound in this one.
He's giving us all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
And last season of the Hornets with the second most games missed to enter.
Always tough to overcome significant injuries, especially to rebuild a team. And the other part of that, BA, is complicating their ability to evaluate the talent that they do have. All of that requires help. You hope that's on the horizon.
And it's Butler with the ball for Charlotte. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. It's about as flawless as you could hope for.
Irving for three. Knocks down the triple. Irving's got 7 points.
Well, shaky start. He's putting that in the rear view and finding his groove.
He shot is good.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now.
He's having his way out there. Outside Irving. Pass to Davis. Blocked by Butler.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game is going. That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Outside Irving. 34 seconds left in the first half of this one. Looks like an illegal triple set against the Center.
One once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to keep things out in an illegal screen instead.
Flags checked in for Dallas. Thompson comes in for Russell. Miles Bridges checked in for Charlotte. Pass the flag. To the inside, Davis. Thompson scanning the floor. Shot clock at 6. There's a stop and run. And it's flag missing.
Rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
And so it's Charlotte with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody.
The story of the half could be summed up as a dominating performance. Their ability to string together threes and demoralize a team, and we saw that in the first half. Seems like the score couldn't. Changing gears a little now, guys, what do you make of the All-Star voting results so far?
Glad you could join us.
Just about ready for the second half here. Big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job creating to operate for him, and then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
Doris, one of the highest compliments you'll hear about ball handlers is saying you can't speed them up.
That's exactly right, BA, because pressure against the best player doesn't bother them. In fact, the greatest players want more than one defender, because then they know that puts their team at an advantage if they can make great decisions.
Kyrie and Clay pair up to make the backcourt. A pair of first overall picks in the front court. Flag and Davis. And it's Gafford in at the 5 spot. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half.
MP ready to rise and fire as soon as he touched it.
Outside Davis.
Irving
Screen on Bridges. Davis pass to Irving.
Beyond
the arcs. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Butler's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And it's good for 2. Butler's got 31 points.
deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
And the Mavericks are in the planning stages for a new arena set to open by 2031.
Yeah, their existing arena opened in 2001. A 30-year run for an NBA venue is pretty typical. And remember, it's big business. New arenas are often the anchor tenant for larger developments.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Well, Anthony Davis talked about comparing him and Kyrie Irving, and he said, quote, "Kai can do it all. There is no flaw in his game, and with me being able to play in the pocket, hold the rim, be a lob threat, pick and pop, and handle, where he can come set a screen for me, I think we complement each other very well." BA, back to you.
Right to tandem. Thanks a lot.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Davis. And it's blocked by Butler.
Oh, that is a big-time block. MP saying no.
And he gets it to go. And now that's 35 points for MP.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Pass to Gafford. They get back on track. And down it goes. 2 points. Gafford's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, Gafford is that close to the cup, folks. Look out. Turn out the lights, it's over.
And the basket by MP.
I just love the ball movement.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for Dallas. Next up, they'll take on the Rockets at Toyota Center. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. And they lose no time. They get the 3 points back. Irving's got 12 points.
Boy, that's his second three. First of this half, though.
From deep, MP. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Inside. And the dunk by Gafford.
Daniel Gafford is a vertical threat at the cup. Look out below.
Flag. His versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
Gafford the screen. And out of bounds. Charlotte will have it. And a quick look at how Charlotte's schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll take on Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Monday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And that game against the Rockets, anything can happen in the NBA, but they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
Washington's checked in for Dallas. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Klay Thompson. MP shot us off. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Washington outside. Here's Davis. It's blocked. MP against Russell. Here's Butler. Shot from the low post. Good. MP's got 43 points.
His big night continues. He is fueling this lead.
Ball against Russell. Pass to Irving. Here's Washington. And here's Russell. Irving for three. Rebounded by Butler. Now here's James. Back to Butler. Now ball. Guarded by Russell. Ball passes to MP.
Another bucket. Wow. And this is all you need to know about the year he's having. He's coming up on the single-season franchise record.
And when he does get there, I bet it's a long time until someone matches it. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that encourages the attacking on the offensive end.
Got it up.
Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow. Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
Coaches talk about ending quarters well, and you cannot do it better than that.
MP getting it done for Charlotte. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. We'll be back in a moment. And the moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game. Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that just a great decision and a
perfect delivery. We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works.
How does that affect a mid-level fence?
Again, I go back to how difficult roster construction and sustaining a quality roster are. The mention of youth here is about, listen,
you have to hope your draft choices work out well, and you have to hope your young players develop quickly because they are on team-friendly contracts.
Here's Irving. Lays it up and banks it in.
What a masterful performance from Kyrie Irving. He's over a decade into his career. He can still take over a game.
And here's Butler outside. The Mavericks have got 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. James against Thompson. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Gafford with a screen on Williams. Shot clock at 5. Diamante grabs the board. Diamante's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Right side, Williams. Back to MP. Lets the 3 fly. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game. Unbelievable, unbelievable. They've been having major problems offensively. Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. Here's Davis. And counted from 12 feet. Davis got 6 here in the corner.
When Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
From deep, MP. And again.
Only a handful of the all-time greats have more 50-point games than he does.
He's moved all the way into a tie for 4th place on that list. Back to Irving. The 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Diamante's got rebound number 8 now. On the way, MP. The 3 is up. Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching him from outside the arc.
Man, is so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
For Dallas, they've gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Hornets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game.
It's almost hard to think what didn't go well with them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this will give them their 28th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
Hits yet again! Wow!
He's done it, a new single-season franchise scoring record. Great accomplishment from him in what's been a fantastic year.
It's been a season for the ages for him, one that will go down in the history of this franchise.
Well, all I can say is that MP has brought a season of moments that are nothing short of incredible. There have been a lot of talented players rise to the top of this franchise and deliver outstanding seasons offensively, but MP is now the king of scoring with the incredible season he's had.
That block is about MP knowing the scouting report. This guy knew exactly where he was trying to get to.
And good! There's another!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Irving taking it over.
protect Josh Green.
And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out. That's how you win on the road.
All right, now let's go courtside. Dominic Hill.
Thanks, guys. You know I have questions, MP, but the way you were playing tonight, I'm afraid you'll reject them. Okay. I'm sorry for the dad.
I forgive you, Dominic.
Double-digit denials by you in this one, though. Spectacular defending in the win. Talk.
Whatever it takes, right? If they're gonna keep coming at us, we're gonna keep being there to meet them. Wanna shower, change, come back, try again? We'll be here to stop them. They want to sleep on it, regroup. I'll be blocking shots in their night games. I'm like a crazy animal out there, you know? Don't want any.
No, I do not, MP. Thanks for your time. Hey. Brian, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Dominic. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Dorisburg, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.